How's it going, everyone? My name is DrapPep. Welcome back to another installment of this series. You probably figured it out by now. If not, I'll tell you. I wandered away a lot as a child, a lot. And one time, I don't know how to pronounce his name properly. Valyermo? Nope, I got it right the first time. Hey, good for me. Valyermo. Yeah, that's it. There were these monks. They're like Catholic monks. I don't know the name of them. They're like a very specific name for them. They pretty much give up all of their worldly possessions so that they can dedicate all of their time to the Lord. Uh, and so they did this festival where, because sometimes they needed money, and so they'd put on this festival, and all the money went towards charity, so that they can, get new. They're called habits, right? Anyways, they had to get new things, and so we went there. We wanted to see what it was like, and it was cool, man. They had like this game. It wasn't theirs. Someone helped them set it up so that they can make more money on it. But they had this game where it was like in a car, and it was Twisted Metal. Oh, that game was cool. And you actually drove in the car, and when you turned, the car turned with you. So you felt like you were actually driving it. That was fun. They had cotton candy. They had soda. They had they had water. There was oxygen. But I remember there was also this one where it was a tree with a face. Later on, I found out it was just a face on a tree. It was a little device. But you were able to like talk into a walkie-talkie, and it would come out the tree's mouth. So it feels like you're talking to them. And there was a little speaker in there so that you can hear when someone asks a question. And you were able to talk back to them. And it was exciting. I got to be a tree a couple of times. I was one of those kind of innocent people where like nothing really bothered me. So like some people were like, what's it like being a tree? And I'd be like, it's really boring. All I do is sit here all day waiting for someone to talk to me. And like, that's really depressing. Yeah. So how are you doing? I loved it. Mostly to mess with people, but I loved it. And I wasn't allowed, by the way. I was not allowed to play with it. I would just sneak in there and play with the radio when no one was looking. I was kind of a gremlin. I kind of did my own thing. I was a little unhinged. I was also prone to walking away. Just wandering away whenever I felt like it. What's that around the corner? I'm going to find out. I'm going to find out. One particular time, because we visited, I think, twice. Yeah, I think we visited twice. But on one of those particular times, it was closing, and everyone was kind of throwing away their tickets. I had the greatest idea to rummage through the trash and get all the tickets and use them all. So I did. I went in there. I got all the tickets. I digged through the trash like a raccoon. Like I was just looking for it. I got all the tickets I could find, and I walked up to my dad and my mom, and I said, "Hey, I got some extra tickets. I want to go take care of this." Well, I was also a very annoying child, so I would kind of yapper a lot. I was kind of like walk up to people and just start talking, if they wanted to or not. I wasn't really talking with them. I was talking at them, is what I was doing. So my parents have, kind of put up a callous towards how I talked at them. So I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go get some extra stuff." I'm like, yeah. Give us a second. Like, well, they said, yeah. That's confirmation enough for me. And I walked away. I got a lot of stuff that day. I got to play the arcade game a couple of times. I got some cotton candy. I got a corn dog. I got some soda. I was living the high life. And the fact that I had so many tickets, I was able to get a lot of stuff. So, I lost track of time. My parents, and I've talked to them about this, they were convinced that I was saying that I had to use the restroom. And to this day, I still have to tell them, no. I had tickets. I was going out to get some stuff. And they said, Doesn't matter. We still panicked when you didn't come back right away. And that's fair. Because they called the cops. They called a lot of cops. There was a lot of people there. And the event was closing and everyone was leaving. And my parents thought someone had abducted me. And they were leaving with me. So there was like a helicopter that showed up. There was like a whole row of squad cars. They were stopping vehicles on the way out because there was only one way out. They were stopping vehicles to check the cars for me because they couldn't find me. And now everyone's being held up because the cops need to look for me in every single car. Trunk, backseat, everything. They made there was search dogs. There was so many things. And there's my mom. She was out there stopping the cars with the cops. Like stepping in front of them with her hands up. And everyone's watching. And I was like, what's going on? I'm like, oh, this lady lost her kid. I'm like, what lady? And they point at my mom. And I'm like, oh no. Not that one. She lost, no. To say no, tell me it's someone else. Please, anyone else. Not her. It was her. That's my mom. Oh no. So, I had two options. Either A, sneak into someone's car and be a part of their family, or never be heard of again. I've joined the Smiths. I'm now a Smith. I'm leaving with them. Bye, family. Or I face the music. So I knew if I walked up there with my cotton candy in hand and my corn dog, they were not going to let me finish it. So I did not approach them right away. I finished my food first because I knew once they saw me with it, they were going to take it from me. So I finished the corn dog and I was like halfway through the cotton candy. I was coming back and I was like, all right, hey, what's going on, guys? How's it going? I was right. They took the cotton candy away from me immediately. I was not allowed to finish that cotton candy. They threw it away. I should have finished that cotton candy. I should have finished it. I knew I should have. I knew I should have just let them keep searching. They were going to be mad no matter what. It wasn't like the time frame was going to make it any better. Anyways. So they took the cotton candy away from me. They threw it away. I was like, oh, yeah. There it goes, just as I thought. And it was my aunt that ratted me out. I walked up and my aunt was like, oh, here he is. I found him. I was like, all right. Thanks for ratting me out. You could have just kind of eased me back into the group. You didn't have to announce me like this. And my mom saw me. She's like, no, there you are. I have been looking for you. And I saw my life flash before my eyes. That was it. I didn't make it. I was doomed from the beginning. But she was glad to have me back. She also punished me, and not in a way that you think. And I'll do another episode about this. But she got me a leash, a legitimate leash. I was wandering away so often that she got me a child harness, and it was legit. Like, it was a vest, and it was to make sure I couldn't wander away. And here's the thing, don't do that. don't do that to your kid. All right, I get it. He wanders away a lot. Don't put a harness on your child. It made me feel like I was one of those, pet dogs. Like, I was like, well, I can't wander away. I got a harness on me. And, like, sometimes she'd strap me to the basket so I couldn't wander away while we were grocery shopping. That sucked. All right. It worked, though. It did. It did. And that was a harsh lesson to learn. Wander away too often and you get the leash. That's what I learned. Every so often I'd be off the leash and she would threaten me with it. She's like, do you want to be on the leash? And like, she's doing this in front of other family members, in front of my friends. She's, do you want the leash? Like, that's okay, Mom. Now I'll stay right here. I promise. And if I wandered away, she goes, that does it. I'm getting the leash. I'm like, oh, damn. 30 seconds of freedom was not worth the leash. But I will definitely do another episode talking about that harness. Some fond memories I have of that harness. No, none of them were fond. I hated them all. But that's gonna be it for this episode. Thank you everyone for tuning in.